Okay, pretty pleasant night in Syd Harbour. It's a good anchorage here because there's not much swell gets in, so you can always have a pretty comfortable night here at Syd, whereas some of the other anchorages, the swell seems to permeate and you can have uncomfortable nights. We've been pretty good so far, but yeah, usually pretty good here in Syd. We're running low on water and also food, so it's time for us to head over to Airlie now, and we're going to up the anchor here. And the wind's light. We might get a little bit of motor sailing in. We'll just see how we go, but we'll poke over to Airlie and probably spend a week over there. Well, we don't wear skimpy bikinis. Hell, it frightens me when I take my shirt off. There's definitely no one pregnant here. This is motor sailing for old dudes. We do live on a boat and we do cruise extensively along the Australian coast. Join us and visit some great destinations. Learn how to look after a boat and live off grid. It might even get you enthused to do the same thing. Hey, stay out there till you can't. We're just going to head up the top end of, head down to the bottom end of Syd Island actually, and that'll give us a better angle to get across to Unsafe Passage and across to Airlie. Pushing a little bit of tide, but not too bad. Okay, so we're just heading out from behind Syd Island on the right of us. This is Whitsunday Island on the left of us. And we're just heading out into Whitsunday Passage. Now, this waterway can be atrociously rough and you get wind against tide conditions. Quite a bit of tide runs through these islands. Quite a bit of rise and fall in water levels, 3 or 4 metres. And the tide being pushed in between the islands, you can get a bit of speed up. And when you get wind against tide conditions, that's when it's going to be the roughest out here in Whitsunday Passage. So what I'm doing, I'm heading out with the tide ebbing. Now the tide ebbs north and floods south. So the wind's from the southeast, wind's coming from this way, the tide's coming from that way. So we've got the wind with the tide at the moment, and that'll flatten things out considerably. If the tide was flooding and running that way, pushing into the wind, it'd stand all those waves up, and you can get a metre and a half of really short, sharp, choppy seas in Whitsunday Passage. So if you're doing anything in Whitsunday Passage, try and do it with the wind in the same direction as the tide is flowing, and that's what we're doing today. We've probably got about 15 to 20 at the moment. I've got the sail set up ready to go, so once we get around Syd here, I'll have a good angle to get some sail out, and we'll do a bit of motor sailing. We're going to head across to the Mole Group, and we'll go through Unsafe Passage, which is actually pretty safe, and then across to Airlie.
Figure eating.
Tango on channel A1 over.
Bit of weight in it?
Yeah, it's much.
Okay, so this is Unsafe Passage between North Mole and Middle Mole Island. and it really is quite safe as long as you stay between the beacons. It's marked with lateral beacons, and we're travelling in the direction of voyage at the moment, so we'll have a red beacon on our port side and a green beacon on our starboard side. If you're coming from the Airlie side, of course you'd put them on the other way. So if you're coming from Airlie, you'd have the red marker on your right or your starboard side and the green marker on your port side. Well, as we got under the headland here, it's the wind's gone. We're in a wind shadow now, so we'll just get this sail wound up. We haven't got far to go to Airlie. We'll get this out the way and then we can prepare to anchor. No, too loose. Yep. Yep. Yeah, just keep a little bit of weight on it, all right? Just keep a little bit of pressure on it. Sort of thinking somewhere around here might nearly be us. Well, I woke this morning to find Karen is already packed and she informs me she has to be at the bus depot in 1.5 hours. Karen informed me that she'd booked tickets to go home. No discussion, just had to be at the shuttle bus at 9:30 to get to Proserpine Airport. Apparently she's got a friend over in the States whose husband's sick and looks like dying, and she's rushing back there to lend her support. Yeah, not a lot of thought in just leaving me here and the amount of work I've done on making sure she's had a good time and had a look around the Whitsundays, but anyway, that's the way it goes. But yeah, I don't think I'll be getting any crew on board from overseas. It's you work pretty hard making sure they're comfortable and having a good time, and when they ditch you like that, yeah, just a little bit of bad form there, I think, on Karen's part. But anyway, that's the way it all goes, and onward and upward. I'll probably be in the Whitsundays for another couple of weeks, and I'll start looking for a little bit of weather to start making my way back south, off the Tassie. Well, a pretty ordinary day here in Airlie this morning. I think it's going to rain all day, so looks like it's going to be a good day to sit down and edit some videos. God, I don't know. I think I've overcated a lot of fajita mix there, that's for sure. Hard to get used to cooking for two and then cooking for one occasionally, but it'll be pretty nice. Sour cream and just load her up. And this is all very keto friendly, I tell you. Got capsicum, zucchini, onion and chicken. Beautiful. Probably a bit too much chicken, but anyway. Load them up and eat them with a beer. Beautiful. It's a nice easy keto meal and not much washing up. Fantastic. Well, it's a good looking morning coming up, and I'm off to play pickleball. Don't know how I'll go at this. So this is pickleball, an interesting game if you haven't played it. Give it a try. It's a bit, if you've played tennis, you'll be in good stead, but you don't have to run too much. Well, I've just been into the public dock at Airlie. It's a good thing because I can go in there and fill my tanks up with water. You get 2 hours on the pontoon, so I managed to fill the boat up with water. I gave the hulls a wash, went up and had a coffee. Fantastic. And I've just moved around to the Cannonvale end of the anchorage off Airlie. There is a pontoon here I can get the dinghy on, and I'm not that far from the Cannonvale shop, so just a bit of a change of scenery, I guess. I'm going to be here for another week, just waiting for my new glasses. And yeah, I'm just waiting for a bit of northerly to get out of here and start heading south now, so that's all we can do is just wait for it, but nothing for the next 2 weeks, I don't think. So just a waiting game, and it looks like I'll be doing it on my own. I think I'm over trying to find crew or a partner or anything like that. I think I'm better off just doing my own thing and getting the old girl down to Tasmania. Anyway, I better start putting these ropes and fenders away. I won't need them for a while. Well, I've been here at Airlie for a week or so, and I haven't been not busy. I've done a couple of little jobs. One job I've done on the dinghy, the outboard's got its own built-in fuel tank. It's only about half a litre of fuel, so I've found that I'm filling it up every day. What I've done, I've been to BCF and I've got a little fuel tank that fits in the front here. It's about 11 litres, so it's a lot better, and I've plumbed it up so that the hose runs along under the brake here and runs out here, and the outboard's fitted with a remote fuel connection. So that's going to make it a lot easier, or not as hard to fuel up. I'll be able to fill the tank in the front out of my 20 litre container with a siphon hose, and I won't be fueling up every day. I found I've had to fuel this small tank every day just to make sure I'm not running out of petrol in the dinghy. But anyway, we've got all that finished. I'm going to take it for a run now, make sure it works, and we're going to go over to Cannonvale, and I'll take you over to the boat ramp there and we'll go up and do some shopping. From where I'm anchored here, just outside the marina, it's a pretty short trip up to the Cannonvale boat ramp and the pontoon there. So we'll head over there and I'll take you up to the shops. Tide's on the way out, and it can be pretty shallow in here, so not somewhere you can really leave your dinghy at low tide. From the VMR, it's only about a 1k walk up to the shops at Cannonvale. So there's a Coles up there and Crazy Clint's and a few other shops. There's also a fuel station up there, so if you want to cart your fuel containers up, you can probably buy diesel and petrol pretty cheaply. The good thing about the shop at Cannonvale, the Coles at Cannonvale, they let you bring your shopping trolley all the way back down here to the boat ramp, and there's a place to store them there, and they'll come down and pick them up. So if you're doing a big shop, it's pretty handy. You can wheel your trolley all the way down this good path and get your gear back to the boat. Fantastic. For shopping, I think. Good little carnival cart. It's probably not even a K, about half a K I'd reckon. So just putting a few of the things away. Always the hard part of shopping is getting everything stowed. We've got all that away now, and what I'm going to do, I think, is still no northerlies in sight, so I think we're going to take a little excursion up to Monty's Resort and Gloucester Passage. We'll do that. I'm doing that because next weekend we don't get any northerly, but we get some light weather where I'll be able to get back to Airlie and maybe do some more resupplying and getting ready to go. But anyway, instead of just sitting here the whole time, we'll go up and have a look at the Eco Resort where they run shaggers, and we may even stay up there for that. Anyway, we'll make it up as we go as usual. See you next week, dudes.